Fleetwood Town. Where do I even begin? Well, for starters, they won the YouTube poll for our FC25 RTG, so thank you to all that voted. The Fishermen were promoted to League 2 in 2012 after a 29-game unbeaten run, with the then unknown Jamie Vardy racking up 31 goals in 36 games. Recently though, the Cod Army, they've been through the ringer with 4 different managers last season, and on top of that, getting relegated from League 1. Charlie Adam, thanks for securing relegation last season, mate, but your time is up, son. And the rumour mill is in full swing. Who is the next Fleetwood Town manager? Harry Redknapp? Sam Allardyce? Gareth Southgate? Nope, it's JustMarco. And we're here for a good time and a long time, because we're not finished until we've taken Fleetwood Town all the way to Champions League glory. But before that, some of you have recently made the trip over here, and I want to say a massive thank you to the one and only Barfy Boy for the shout out in his last video. He's once again proved why he's the greatest of all time. You're a class act, bro, a genuinely nice person, and I can't wait to see what certified bangers you make in FC25. Right, now let's crack on. I had no idea their stadium is called Highbury, so the Arsenal fan in me is buzzing. Ugh, right, okay. They've gone for the minimalist approach. I see, very boring. But this is a nice touch though. The gaffer has a new Tinder pic. The ladies of Lancashire, they ain't ready. And for the first time in FC25, here are the boys. Right, as a little side mission, we're going to try and find Jamie Vardy 2.0. And I'm sorry, but these two lads, they're just not doing it for me. Speaking of the devil, unfortunately, yeah, he is retiring at the end of the season to focus on chugging Red Bulls, so he won't be making a Fleetwood Town cameo. So we're going to have to unearth a gem from somewhere. Now these three, in my opinion, are obvious Jamie Vardy replacements. For starters, they're all 5'10", which is a crazy coincidence. Paul Mullin and Macaulay Langstaff, they've been there and done it in the National League. And Callum Morton is the wild card. He's already played for Fleetwood Town, but on the flip side, he's our Salford City cult hero. So they already have their own stories. Whereas this boy, Tommy Lonergan, well, his story is only just beginning. I mean, yeah, he's 6 foot, so he's a bit taller than the rest of them. And he hasn't quite got that rapid Jamie Vardy pace. But I do have a good feeling about this lad. But as we look to the rest of the team, the midfield isn't really saying much, other than Mark Helm, a legacy signing from the old gaffer, but I think he's got a bit about him. If he doesn't, we have Dominic Curtis from the Youth Academy. With 76 to 94 potential, he's chomping at the bit for a starting spot. We also have this Welshman, Ryan Broom. I mean, he's rapid. He can play centre mid or full back, so I've got a good plan for him. Now don't worry, we're obviously not going to be playing 5 at the back. None of these lads stand out, other than this bloke, Brandon Wyadu. I'm very excited to have you in the team. Already wearing the captain's armband and excellent stats, especially for League 2. He's going to be with us until the end. Overall, there's a few gems around the place, including Phoenix Patterson. He looks decent. But we definitely need a bit of improvement. And with only 1 million in the bank, well, just over 1 million, it's going to be tricky. We're going to have to be smart with it, lads. This bad lad is already practicing running in behind the defence. Our first signing as Fleetwood Town gaffer is Armstrong Okaflex, 500k from Zurich. No crazy stats, but a crazy name, and I think he'll get a job done on the wing. Somehow, that 500k signing cost us 900,000. So we're going to have to sell a couple of players. Ryan Graydon, he's gone to Crawley, and Danny Mayer, he's gone to some place with mountains. We've also parted ways with some Youth Academy players who were never going to make it. Also, we could sign this boy. I only played a few games with him in our crew TikTok series, but I saw enough talent there to give him a chance in the big leagues. Ethan Erahon, 1.25 million from Lincoln City, and the coaching staff already know the long-term plan, but for the next few seasons, he's going to be a no-nonsense midfielder, reaping souls and banging long shots. And have you ever seen a player more destined for League 2? Marco is mesmerised, but I think it's because he matched with that lady on Tinder. I told you the Lancashire ladies weren't ready, and neither is League 2. Why I do call the nurse, he just broke my hand. Martin Adam on a free. I knew I was going to sign this guy as soon as I saw him at the Euros. Football was officially back. I'm well chuffed with our transfers. We look solid. Adam and Tommy in the two up top just screams Brexit ball, but it doesn't scream Jamie Vardy. So we'll keep an eye out on the scout reports in the background. Now you're probably wondering, 4-4-2, that's a bit dated, innit? And to that I'd say watch your mouth. But I'd also say with the ball we're going to a 3-5-2, you little sket. Broom in the fullback role, Bolton tuckered into a 3 at the back, one holding midfielder, one attacking midfielder, and our wingers high and wide. League 2 ain't ready. Speaking of the league, I'm not messing about. I don't care how we get promoted. As long as we do, I'm happy. Because I want to have a scrap with our rivals Blackpool as soon as possible. Alright, I'm going to play a couple of games and we'll check in at the halfway point. Then we'll play some more games and see how we got on at the end of the season. And we're kicking off with a little rivalry against Accrington Stanley. The dawn of a new era here at Highbury, and the lads are dialed in. Let's not ignore that Accrington Stanley was part of our FC25 RTG vote. Sir Fox, Jack, Floyd, put your loyalties aside, because you're Fleetwood fans today. It might be a bit tougher for you after watching that, but Aaron has just reaped his first soul for Fleetwood. I love it! And this is what I want to see from you, Tommy. It would have been better if it went in, but we can't have it all, can we? And this is what we're trying to instill here at Fleetwood. None of this kick and rush stuff. We're firing the ball into feet and moving up as a unit. Phoenix flying round on the overlap, backheeled it into Adam, and our number 9 rifles it top bins. We didn't sign him for goals like that, so it's only right we've lost our red after it ripples the back of the net. It's a thunder strike from the Hungarian. Pucker pies on me, lad. We've played out from the back once. Let's do it twice to prove it's not a fluke. Wildoo's on his bike. The Scotsman is dilly-dallying with it, but with his pocket pinch, it's now a 3-on-1, and their man sticks it away past Lynch. This is what's going to happen though if we're not switched on. High risk, high reward. That doesn't mean we're not going to leave one more on them. 1-1 the final score, and we share the points in our first derby. Away to Chesterfield at the SMH, and I'll tell you what, having the full match intros back is a touch of class. Unlike these touches from Erehon, bundling his way through to Harrop with a snapshot across goal, but like any good striker should, Tommy follows up with a rebound. We limited the newly promoted team to scraps. A backheel into a long range was all they came up with. Adam with the high press, their clearance ricocheted out. Tommy with the chest touch round their defender, he winds one up, but the keeper knocks over the bar. Would have been class, but our first 3 points in League 2. Thanks for having us, lads. Back on the road again, this time at the Mornflake, our old stomping ground. Now, it's nothing personal, lads. You know I love you, but there's no love lost from Ethan Erehon. Swift Scottish step-overs to get round his man, but it's a fairly weak shot on goal. Helm playing through Phoenix. It's a great cross and an even better save, and Adam shanks the rebound into the side netting. On steps Dominic Curtis for his senior debut. I don't know what type of player the youngster's going to be yet, but it looks like he's been taking notes out of Ethan Erehon's book, titled 101 Ways to Get a Yellow Card. The lad isn't just up for a scrap, he can also hit a long shot. The 88th minute and crew are finally on the offensive. He weaves past Medley and his mate is left 1-on-1. We find ourselves in unfamiliar territory, 1 goal down, and our little Dominic Curtis doesn't know what to do with himself other than swipe out their goal scorer. A debut to remember for our youngster. First game, first yellow, first red. And get in the players' lounge, lad. We'll get you your first beer as well. The final game before the halfway point is at home to the Bantams. Check this out, a scrap going on with the third man. Our goalkeeper diving after the free kick goes into Rosette. I'm starting to fall in love with this team, it's just a bunch of shithouses. Adam nods it down to Phoenix and he says, nah, you know what, you've got another one in you. Straight up the line and it's Brexit ball galore. Tommy with the flick, he bodies 1 man, bodies 2 man, and he sticks it in the onion bag. He wears 14, but we'll make a number 9 out of you yet. We win 1-0, now calm down lads, we're at the halfway point. Ooh, someone called us no Gallagher's birds because we're flying high, but not high enough. We're on 43 points, second place to MK Dons. We might not be top, but we're on track for promotion. 2 Barrow boys are in the running for the golden boot. We're going to have to scroll down. Jesus. Oh, here we go. Thanks for joining us, lads. I thought Adam would be on more than 8 league goals. And Tommy, I thought you'd be on more than 6. But no pressure, lad. I'm sure the goals will come in time. Phoenix doing the most with assists on the wing, but shout out to Ryan Broom. Doing well in that fullback role. I think we're doing bits, to be honest. I'm not going to revamp the squad in January, but I've been thinking about it and we are seriously lacking some Jamie Vardy pace. I've been searching far and wide and I think we found our man in the Rangers reserves, Zach Lovelace. 18 years old and 87 pace. That will do the job. You can now pick 4 positions for the youth scout to focus on, by the way. So we've sent our 5-star to England to have a little gander. Right, yeah, we're done now. Lovelace with a bit of pace is a different option to Adam and Tommy. And should we do it? Should we actually? Yeah, go on then. Let's go for a title charge. If we're going to have a chance at the title, we're going to have to shut up shop against the league's top goal scorer. And I'll be honest, that might be harder to do after Wildoo sees red inside 7 bloody minutes. Marco ripping this guy a new one. Oh, look, it's that girl from earlier. Ha, made you look. But maybe I should have left him dialed in. As Barrow stick one away from the corner. Calm down, rude boy. Broom in the fullback role, pinging balls forward. Erehon with the Sierra 1-2 step, and Iani slots it past the goalkeeper. Got a bit lucky with the finish, but it's high risk, high reward with precision shooting, eh? The second half rolls around. Ethan with a lane splitting pass. Helm with the Midas touch. He gets away from his man, but he doesn't get far. And then their man sees red. It's 10v10. Finally, a level playing field. We're catching them on the break from the corner. Johnson, our right back, with a bit of abracadabra wizardry. And I won't make you watch him run through quicksand. All you need to know is he's got the finish in the locker. The most unlikely of heroes here rescues us 3 points away from home. Actually, that's a lie. Telford scores from the restart. 2-2's the remix. The points shared. I'm upset they scored, but I'm more annoyed their celebration is cooler than ours. So now it's time to unleash our secret weapon. Zach Lovelace makes his debut against Morecambe. Now don't worry lad, you've got Big Adam beside you. He'll take care of you. For all the tiki-taka preaching at the start, sometimes you just need to dink it over the top. Helm nods it down, and look at this run from Lovelace. Exactly why we brought him in. In behind the defence, and he laces it into the back of the net. A great first impression from the youngster. He's got the whole squad going balmy. But it's not only one-way traffic. A lovely 1-2 round our defence, but our keeper is equal to it. Oko Flex on the wing. He's been under the radar so far this season, but that's a lovely cross into Adam's 50p head. No pucker pie goal bonus for you today. But one goal is all that was needed. 3 points and Lovelace's first goal. It's a great day at the office, but now it's the big one. Salford City versus Fleetwood Town. The Ammies will always have a special place in my heart, but as they plot their game plan, Vardy relays a message from Marco. Send them back to the National League. We're Fleetwood through and through. It's the Ammies on the charge first. Both Broom and Medley try to break their legs, but I'll admit it, we should have been focused more on defending than tackling. Salford scored the first goal in this RTG derby. Stockton smashing it near post is giving Quevin Kelleher flashbacks. It's got Marco pulling his grey hair out. The Phoenix floats a ball in from the corner and it's Wiredu's turn to shank a header. The Ammies, they just shut up shop for most of the game. The Cod Army, we couldn't find a way through Tilton Garber. We've got to dig deep Fleetwood and find a way through because this game is more than just 3 points. Tommy, either side of the goalkeeper would have been just fine, mate. But we don't give up till the final whistle blows. A great touch and pass from Tommy to send through the Phoenix. And who's waiting for him in the box? It's Zach Lovelace to stick it away. Two of our hottest prospects here at Fleetwood are linking up to rescue a point. There's nothing to separate this clash of the Titans. The points are shared, so thanks for having me back at Moor Lane, Salford. It's been a pleasure. Right, I've got some news for you lads. And it's less than ideal. That string of results mean that the Dons have well and truly run away with the title. But automatic promotion still isn't a guarantee. We have to do a job in our final games. 4th place Notts County are up first. Tommy and Lovelace are the starting strikers. The rest of the team is kind of as you were. Now let's get it. Here we are at Meadow Lane. A game that doesn't mean anything in the title race, but it means everything for our chance to secure automatic promotion. The Phoenix trying his luck from distance, but is parried straight into the path of Oko Flex. And the bench has gone mental as he's finally scored his first goal for Fleetwood. And let's be honest, there's only one place he could have put that away. A great start to our must-win game, and it gets even better as Medley crunches their man, plays a through ball to Zach on the shoulder and he puts his laces through it. Lovelace isn't even his surname. It's the name given to him because he loves lacing it into the back of the net. 2-0 up in the second half and the boys seem to have fully found their rhythm. I told you at the beginning, Ethan Erron's here for yellow cards and banging long shots. We're completely playing them off the park. Tommy Lonergan with a Jocko Bonito flick through the legs of the defender and the Phoenix has risen from the ashes of the cremation of Meadow Lane. Tommy might have got lucky with that flick, but there's nothing lucky about this strike from the Phoenix. Channeling his inner Ricardo Quaresma. What a pick out. Notts County are dead and buried, but just to send a statement to the next team we play, Lovelace sticks it away for 5-0. There's something cooking over there at Fleetwood Town, and it just so happens our next game is at Highbury against MK Dons. What could have been a title decider if we found our feet earlier in the season, but we have to grit our teeth and focus on automatic promotion. And to my surprise, it turns out Lovelace can miss a sitter. You're human after all, eh? We've got to step up and win this game, just to prove to ourselves that even though we might finish second, we're capable of beating the best. And you know what I just said about Lovelace being human? Well, I'd take it back with all my heart, because there's no way you should have taken it from right to left and stuck it in the back of the net. Lads, is it too early to say he's Jamie Vardy 2.0? But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Lecco pipes up and turns our captain inside out before sticking it in the back of the net. So you've stolen the title and our clean sheet from us then, yeah? Okay, I'm not dropping points in this game, lads. You're going to need to make our own luck. And there it is. Lovelace on the rebound. I have a feeling you're going to be hearing a lot of that in this road to glory. So make sure you subscribe to not miss out on any bangers, just like Adam has off the woodwork. Brace yourselves, lads. It's going to be tough. I mean, we have secured it, but MK Dons won the league by 20 points. And to show you who's been relegated this season, well, Bromley and Accrington Stanley are in the drop zone. As we take a gander at this, Adam is only 4 goals away from the golden boot. So let's try and walk away with something. Sorry, Bromley, it's nothing personal. Up the Fisherman, here we go. Let's try and win this man the golden boot. I'll tell you what, we're lucky the lino is blind and there's no VAR in League 2 because Lovelace, well, he's definitely offside. But he traps the ball nicely and lays it off to the main man, and Adam gets his first goal. He's actually been so much fun to play with. 1 out of 4 though. Oko flex with the ball in, and will that 50p head come back to haunt him? Phoenix nods down the goal kick, and having got a Scooby where their midfield is, but it means Adam can flick it over his shoulder and he bangs it in from distance. Unlike the one against MK Dons, this one hits nothing but net. 67 minutes on the clock, and you know what? JustMarco must have turned into Johannes Brahms because he's making the Hungarian dance at Highbury. But unfortunately, that's that. Adam walks away with just the match ball in the final game of the season. How can getting Fleetwood Town promoted back into League 1 feel like a failure? Is it that Adam missed out on the golden boot because Patterson came second in the assists leaderboard, or is it because Jay Lynch came third in the golden glove? I mean, we didn't win anything, did we? Still, League 1 football next season, that's something I guess. But you don't have to worry about revamping MK Dons or reviving Jonathan Leko's career. They've got that covered, lads. Now let's talk about Lovelace. I think the search for Jamie Vardy 2.0 might be over before it began. 10 goals, 2 assists in 14 games is remarkable, and he's in the running for the Player of the Month. Tommy, we might have to send you out on loan next season for a chance to develop. Adam, Erehon and Waidu are our 3 highest rated players, and lads, if you wanted to use my tactics, here we go. I'm not going to read it out for you, I assume you can all read. As we have a look around the leagues, Birmingham won League 1, and we're coming for you Blackpool. Leeds won the Championship and Liverpool won the Premier League. That's worth a fiver, isn't it, I suppose? And we've got some Youth Academy geezers on the back burner. Now lads, I've got an idea. We all know about the Super Thanks button below. Now obviously please don't feel obliged, but any money raised through the Super Thanks button is going to be donated to charity until next year, so the 1st of January. I'll post how much is raised each month on the community page and we can vote for which charity we're going to donate it to, like we did for our FC25 RTG. Now, as I said, please don't feel obliged, but I thought it would be a nice way for the JustMarco community to put a little good into the world. Thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far, do hit like, hit subscribe, and please leave some comments on transfer ideas, because I'm not sure where to strengthen. I do have some long-term targets in the bank, but I definitely need your help. Oh yeah, we're bringing this goalie in on loan next season, by the way. Episode 2 of Fleetwood Town will be out either Friday or next Monday. So, until then, lads, take care. And adios.